Brenda is being moved off the farm.
Why?
Because I'm having difficulty in spotting when she is ovulating, when she's ready to take the bull. Because of something I didn't know. Because cows ride each other when they're bulling, and it's an indication that they're ready to mate. They have visible signs of estrus, and that's when you know when that a cow's got to be taken to the bull, or a bull's got to come here, or is ready to be artificially inseminated with straws of bull semen from the store. And I've been fine for the last 2 or 3 years because Brenda's either had a mate here, a girl mate here, or last year she had her daughter here. And as soon as Brenda starts bullying, then her daughter jumps on her back and Brenda stands there and round and starts mooing. But what I didn't know is that boy cows, bullocks, Browne, Brenda's son, doesn't do that. And so I've got no way really of telling when Brenda is ready to go to the bull. And she's got to be pregnant if she's going to produce milk. So that's why she has a calf about once every 18 months or so. And so because I can't tell, Brenda is having to be put into a herd of cows so someone can spot that she's bulling, and then she can be artificially inseminated or put in with a bull, which she'll love.
So how long is she going for?
Probably about 4 to 6 weeks.
And then she's coming back?
And then she's coming back again.
Are you going to miss her?
It's going to be very, very weird not having her here, that's for sure. Really weird. But I think her transport has just arrived. You want something in there?
They should both go in together, won't they?
They'll do it together.
Good idea.
Do you want me to get some cake to show your marching, or?
Yeah, okay. What a lovely looking calf.
He's good, isn't he?
Ivy looking. He's got like a stripe.
Go on then, Brenda, you're on volunteering.
Bailey, shut up.
Excellent.
Go on then. Moolah!
He's lovely.
Well, that couldn't have been easier, could it?
No.
That's fab. We will follow on sharpishly.
Yes.
So we can film them being unloaded. Is that okay?
Absolutely.
So we'll be straight behind you.
Cool, I won't be going quickly, so I'll go on in front and you catch up.
Why don't I try and get ahead of you then?
Alright.
Great. Is that all right, Tess?
Yep.
Shutting you in?
Yeah, shut me in, yeah. He's good, isn't he? Yeah. Brenda and Browne are going to be here for a long summer holiday. Bren was born on this farm, so it is home from home. And that's Brenda. Browne, I don't want you running around too much. We want you to get a market.
Start losing all his weight.
No. There she is. She's got a sticker on her back, Brenda. She's got a sticker on her rump here. And it's like a scratch card. And so if other cows mount her because she's bulling, it rubs off and turns orange underneath. It's just like a scratch card. And that's how you tell whether she's in estrus or not and ready to be AI'd. Milking Brenda is something that I'm going to have to do here for a while. It's simple really, I just disconnect the pipe and fix it to my bucket. Her milk is so essential to my project, but not apparently essential to many of us. My friend Nick, the farmer, is struggling.
I actually thought the hardest thing that I was ever going to do was start this business. The hardest thing is actually keeping it going. At the moment, we're getting 39p a litre, and we were up around 50 to 52 this time last year, which to me is, over the year, at that rate, will be around about £100,000 loss of income.
I do think it's tragic that such a beautiful product is being so undervalued at the moment. Ethical, sustainable farms don't grow on trees. Don't it always seem to go that we don't know what we've got till it's gone? To make butter, first I have to save and freeze about a week's worth of cream skimmed off the milk. Then you just knock it about, and suddenly it's butter. The next task is to get the rest of the milk out, so that the butter will keep. I'm washing the butter.
It seemed a lot quicker making butter than I thought it would be.
Yeah, that's because it worked really, really well because you were watching. Normally, I spend churning for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours, and it all breaks down to tiny little bits. I've got to sieve through a really fine sieve and muck about for ages, but this was on rails. And it's just one of those crazy things. Butter is a witchcraft, you know, sometimes it just wants to go. I had the cream at the right temperature today, because I normally have it too cold. I had the cream at the right temperature because I took it out of the freezer yesterday and took it out of the fridge very early this morning. So yeah, but yes, it's witchcraft, making butter, complete witchcraft. So it's my birthday and everyone's in Glastonbury Festival except me and Johnny, who are here on our own with Ruby. And I thought it'd be nice if we went out, but I can't eat out. And so I spoke to Aisha, who's a friend, who's a wonderful head chef at a local restaurant. She's going to make me an omelette, so I'll be able to go out and eat at a restaurant for the first time in 10 months. which is going to be very, very exciting. But I'm really struggling as to what to give her as ingredients for an omelette, and I'm actually panicking a little tiny bit. I'll show you what's in here. So, I've got salad. And in here is red mazuna and some basil, some little tiny ridge cucumbers, rocket flowers and chives. And I've wrapped everything up nicely and trying to keep it fresh for Aisha because I don't want to give her crap ingredients. And then for the omelette, I've got eggs, which were laid today, and I've got some fresh broad beans and some peas. Well, actually frozen because I harvested all my peas at the same time. And I've got some thyme. I've got some chamomile flowers for tea. I've got some mustard leaves, some fresh soft cheese, and some onions. I call them spring onions. They're just immature onions, really. And I don't know whether to give her more things or fewer things. It's quite difficult. I didn't know whether she'd need anything sweet or sour. So I've put a little bit of honey in that jar. And I put a little bit of my homemade vinegar in that jar just in case she does. But it's a question of giving her too many things, so she thinks, oh, this is all a bit too much work, or giving her too few things, so the only thing she can do is dish up something that she wouldn't necessarily want to do. But anyway, it's very, very exciting, and we're heading off in a minute.
I don't know the word, but she
Okay, this is the salad that Aisha's done for me.
like how the brain works.
It's got vinegar and honey in, which is a beautiful dressing, with the chive flowers and stuff. It's just stunning. What's so sort of pleasing is everything's chopped quite small, so it's really forkable. It's beautiful honey dressing.
So,
This is an Iranian omelette made from my ingredients. I'm just going to try some. So nice. Egg, lots of thyme, cheese, beautifully cooked. Just the most delicious thing. Absolutely stunning. This is the most delicious thing I have literally ever eaten in the whole of my life. What is it? It's an Iranian frittata.
So it's essentially based on an Iranian frittata called kuku sabzi. I used all the beautiful ingredients you brought me today and essentially just sauteed them down. We mix the eggs with just a little bit of water so they fluff up, and it just puffs up in the oven. But with all the fresh ingredients, it's
And
just...
the cheese,
I put a little bit of cheese in to melt through it.
which and as you cut into it, the softness of the cheese is affecting the consistency.
It's a fantastic
And,
cheese. I just tried a little bit myself.
Did you like it?
I loved it. It's a really good cheese. But I mean,
It's
it's
so
great.
beautiful.
You can do so much with just greens you've grown at home and fresh herbs and some eggs
And some salt.
and a bit of salt.
You know?
Yeah.
It's just so gorgeous. And you've used some of the little salad ingredients that you didn't use in the salad you made me in it as well.
And it's
That's
just a
gorgeous.
pleasure
Thank
to.
you
It's
so
just a,
much.
oh, you're so welcome. Happy birthday.
Bless you.
It's
It's so
awesome.
gorgeous. Raspberries.
Have you had breakfast this morning?
No. soon I'm going to have loads and loads of French beans, which is going to be fab because I'm really bored with the broad beans. But it's this mass of weeds. I've completely abandoned gardening because I've got so little time left of my project. I'm just like, yeah, bored with gardening, had enough, don't want to know. And so it's just gone completely bonkers. And it looks like there's, it's all just weeds, and there's a lot of weeds in here, but there's so much food still as well. I've got lovely carrots, I've got really, really nice beans and chilies and loads of cucumbers, salads, cauliflowers I've been eating till the cows come home. It's been fab. It's just all loads of food in the last month. But I've just stopped gardening. It's a disgrace, really. I'm not going to do anything like I've been doing next year anyway, so it doesn't need to look posh. But I've just completely abandoned it. My basil down here, this is red Mizuna, this is gorgeous, eat loads of that as a salad. My basil's beautiful. Really nice basil. The cucumbers I'm eating when they're tiny, just chop, 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 chop in salads. It's just gorgeous. But it is a Kazi. It ought to be a source of shame just having a whole garden completely choked with weeds. But I don't care really. I think it looks beautiful. And I've just spotted a huge deadly nightshade plant right down there. There's loads of deadly nightshade in here.
So we haven't filmed much this month. Do you want to talk about what's been going on?
Yeah, I have been ill. I've been ill. I got this terrible bug. I thought immediately, you complete idiot, Max, you've given yourself food poisoning from something that I've done or whatever. I'm pretty blasé about not washing salad and, things like that. I thought I'd poisoned myself with my cheese or I don't know what. But I was really, really ill, horrible, horrible gut infection, and completely laid up for about a week. And I had to go and see the doctor, and it was interesting actually because I thought, oh, I'm such an idiot, I've given myself food poisoning. He said, don't think that because you haven't changed what you do over the last year. You're making your cheese in exactly the same way. And I am very careful about how I make dairy produce, very careful. And he just thinks it's something I picked up from somewhere, but I've been really, really ill.
And how are you feeling now?
On the mend. Yeah, on the mend. I'm not quite right, but I'm on the mend. So I'm just inspecting my tomatoes, which are desperate for a bit of TLC.